Neves on debut. What a screaming that is from him, the new signing.
Oh, yeah!
Hello and welcome back to another episode as part of Mattov's English Journey, and welcome back to Leicester City, where in today's episode we have got a game against Aston Villa coming up, but not after we go and take a look at our transfer activity. I mean, it's absolutely crazy how we've been managing to move the amount of money around that we have. I think we just have to go. I mean, first of all, I've got to show you. I mean, it is something I wanted to show, but it's kind of sad now what's happened really. Alfreton have been relegated out of the National League North, so they got two straight relegations. If we go to the high point they had when we made playoffs with them, it's unfortunately dropped down a little bit, and they've gone out for the moment being, but hopefully they can bounce back in the future and come back to the glory days where we won that title and got the playoffs right after that. But what I'm going to look at is the transfers we made when we came in our first season all the way back here. We're going to go all the way back. We made literally just two signings here the first season. Zero spent, 12.5k there. Wow, that's quite a lot actually. I think no, this one I was here for half the season, so the 12.5k was not spent by me. It was all these guys who are bought, the likes of Nelson, Munich and Arthur. They all retired. No way. That's a shame actually. Paisold, he's retired as well. Nolan, he's retired. He was the captain for a while. 200 appearances he made. Agyemang is still going as well, to be fair. We're apparently really good friends with him if we take a look at our name and reputation as well, by the way. 4.5 stars in the summer. We were offered jobs. AC Milan, England job as well. But one more season here at Leicester, I feel like we could go on and achieve some good things with the signings that we've made. I think we have to go and get straight in. I mean, it's just so crazy at the moment. New arena as well. We've settled into the Jamie Vardy arena, and if you know what happened with Jamie Vardy, it should take us to a bit of success. 53,000 seater stadium. We have moved out the King Power now into the Jamie Vardy arena. Gonna have to make sure not to say the King Power anymore, but we're going to be moving into a good season ahead of us. Let's look at the signings, and I mean, let's just go all the way forward. £309 million spent. Can we check? Let's go to the Premier League. Where are we? English Premier Division, transfers. Where would we? It would be transfer window. Spent. We've spent, even Man City have managed to catch up with us. So we've spent 309 million. That's got to be a record, surely. But also we have received 283 million in sales. So we're actually on a loss for the first time ever, I think, ever since we've been here, which is crazy to be honest. We are out of money. Let's just put it that way. Spending a lot at the moment. But we're gonna go straight into the signings. Loads of big names coming in instead of we've put big names. Let's just put it that way. First signing, we've brought in Ayoub Arab. He is a 23-year-old Belgian goalkeeper. He's coming from Bayern Munich. Played a few games there, looked quite decent, and now we've brought him in. Probably, I mean, we've got to look at the Dream 11, see if he's making that. He's looking like an amazing goalkeeper overall. The replacement for, I'm going to go into the people who've left the club first, actually, because that will make sense as to why we've brought a new goalkeeper in. So no one there. First sale, Maurizio Jose, 160 million. I wish he could have broke into the team, and he is still quite young. Could have had more time to develop, but we have let him go. We couldn't stand in the way of 116 million pounds, so he has gone on to Lazio. He had some good times for us, and yeah, now he gets to move on. Letournier has moved on. Quite disappointed about this one, but we did get just the 110 million pounds for him, so that will go down nicely with the transfer budget and the finances. How's that looking at the moment? 105 million after we've just spent 300 million. We are becoming a massive club. To be fair, he has gone on to PSG. They were interested in him for a very long time. So yeah, decent signing, and for 110 million, that is what we call a decent bit of profit. Next player to leave the club, Nicky van der Ven. When we signed him for 50 million, 55 million, 25 million for two really good seasons where he's made the 38 appearances in the league. So how many games did he play? 76 games, something like that. If we go back to his profile here, yeah, 76 games. We've got some good moments, however. We've won 2 trophies with him. What more could you ask for, really? And we've sold him on for 30 million. Lebrovic is the next player to have left. Couldn't stand in the way of him going and getting the bag at the end of his career. 34 years of age now. He's been an amazing servant, one of the, if not the best goalkeeper I've probably ever played with, to be honest. And signed for 41 million. It was a very risky signing, to be fair, when we made it, because we weren't given loads of money, and we had to bring in players very we had to be very considerate of players we brought in. But in the end, we spent the money on him, we took the risk, and what a servant he was for us. He made 38 every season, so he played so many games for us. How many was it, like 150 something like, yeah, 152. What more could you ask for, really? The perfect player you want in your team, and he won his trophies as well. Now has departed the club. Meslick leaving on a loan. I'm not sure if we can. Yeah, we can recall him if we do need him. But yeah, he's gonna go there and have some time with Ajax. Next player to leave, Kenny Coker, back out on loan. He's gone over to Barrow in the National League. Hopefully he can go out and have a bit of a fun time there. It's just fun to see, isn't it, really? We cannot leave this career without seeing what happens to our Kenny Coker. What a season he had nearly 10 years ago now. That is remarkable. Have to keep him, don't we? Next player brought in, Marco Leal. He's on a permanent transfer, but he is back on loan, returned on loan. That's what I'm trying to say. So he's not with us, but he's one for the future. Really good player overall and could develop in a number of different positions, and that's all the transfers out, actually. So yeah, these two sales here generated us £216 million. That is ridiculous. You don't get that very often, to be honest. That allows us to bring in the players that we have. Been quite reasonable, but the money has gone. We did get about 60 million originally in the transfer budget, and then we added ourselves, what, 250, 60 million. We were over 300 million on the transfer budget at one point. It's it's ridiculous. How is that possible, honestly? It must be the biggest transfer spend ever. Crazy. Next player we brought in Diego. That's literally it. Diego, we brought him in from Everton. I don't know if are they in the yeah, they are in the Premier League. Brought him in 75 million. We fulfilled his release clause. Overall, looking like a decent player at 20 years old. Already made a few caps for Brazil. 5-star potential. He's got everything you want in a defender. 19 centimeters, heading, strength, aggression. He can play balls over. He's got good tackling. Perfect centre back, really. And if he can develop, he's going to have a really good centre back. He's going to have a really good season here at centre back. The next signing we've brought in, Jarell Hato, and I mean, he is definitely one to watch. In Ajax at the moment, but we have brought him in. I think I was looking a few seasons ago actually at him, but he has gone and developed a little bit more. He's moved to Feyenoord. He's with PSG for a little bit. I think that was when I was looking at him. Went to Southampton apparently, then Feyenoord, and was really good there. And we looked at him and we've brought him in. 28 years of age, so a little bit more experience, but overall he's looking really good. And for the fee of 70 million, if we've got the money to spend on him, we'll go and get an elite centre back, as it says there, like that, to bring into the team. So yeah, good signing overall. Next player we brought in, Pedro Miguel das Neves. He's come in from Porto, fee of around 53 million, so he is the Letournier replacement. Central midfielder, overall good ability. He's a nice technical midfielder. What you want: first touch, passing. You can put a shift in terms of tackling. Can he play a halfback? I don't think he can play a halfback. We're not going to waste him there. His vision, composure, decisions, balance. Even he's relatively fast. Good player overall. 25 caps for Portugal overall. A decent signing. He has just won the World Cup, by the way, with them. So I'm not sure if will it show us that he's won the World Cup. I think he went to the World Cup. I'm not too sure really. If we go and take a look at his form, I don't know if it'll show. Perhaps he didn't go with them, but it says he has gone with them actually, because he's made 7 appearances at the World Cup. So yeah, he's won the World Cup. He beat Adrian Morales, who stayed at the club with us. I'll explain a little bit more about that in a second. The final signing, Walter Golner. He's come in from Liverpool on loan. He's not the Milosevic replacement. We just need some squad players, and he is looking like he could be a good deal for us coming in from Liverpool. Squad player, and yeah, he could break into the team very, very easily. But Jovan is still staying around. 100-goal Jovan. I mean, we've spent hundreds of millions on players now. Over the last few seasons, what have we spent? Fifth full season now. We spent 400. Did we spend 226 million this season? Where did all that go? Right, let me do the math. So 400 and 400, 650. What's that here? This is when we signed. Oh no, it's the season after. 650, 730, 830, and the best signing we made, Jovan Milosevic. It's crazy, but we have generated all that money. We haven't had much in, like, it's not been injected. We have generated that money through player sale, so it's only fair that we've been able to spend that much. Wow, what a mouthful that is. Morales has stayed with us. He was going to move on, but we gave him a new contract. He wanted to stay. He's had lots of interest, but he's still got the potential. He's just been in a World Cup final, lost it to Portugal, as I said, to Neves's team. But yeah, he can continue to develop. He's already got 100 appearances for us, and he's going to keep playing. I'm not sure whether to play him on the right or the left, because we can play Volpez a bit more defensive and then play him on the right in his natural winger position. But I'm not really. I kind of want to play him as an inverted winger off the right. Think it might benefit him with those attacking wing backs, and Sergio as well, Paulo Sergio with him on the left. It could benefit him a lot, and them two could work really, really well together. And also, because Quetta is going to stay around for now, I wanted to move him on, but tough player, very, very tough player to deal with at the moment. But what can you do, really? It's just a shame. He had a very good first season, and then it's just not meant to be since then, really, to be honest. He fell off a little bit last season, and yeah, can't give him a starting role over players who are just so much better than him at the moment. So we've got one game coming up today after that absolute mouthful of a transfer window. Let's just go straight into it against Aston Villa. I think we need to look at the Dream 11 first, actually, see if we've got any players in their season preview. We have got Volpez, that's it. So he's coming from PSG in what was it? It was in January where he came in, and that's apparently the only player we have who's in the Dream 11. We've got Morales in the key players. Anyone else? No, that's it apparently. Definitely feel like they might be underestimating us a little bit here. Seventh is where we're at. 2-1 for Man City to win the league. That is just ridiculous, to be honest. Is Lavia still going? Yeah, he is as well, isn't he? Well, that's maybe we shouldn't have sold him. I don't know. I think it was a pretty good decision in the end, to be honest, because we got some decent players. We had Onana, bit of a swap deal, and he was a good servant for us last season. Seventh place is where the media predicts us 14-1 odds in this season. Can we go and exceed it and go and win some more trophies? It's going to be a huge season. Can we top off this career, end it this season with a Champions League? Let's go and find out with our first game of the season against Aston Villa. So the team for this game against Aston Villa, we've got Luis Martinez on the bench. You might remember him from last season. We loaned him back out to his team in oh no, it's in Honduras actually, where he's come from, and he's got 24 caps already for Honduras at 18 years old. We loaned him back out, similar to our new player. If we take a look at him here, it's all the way back here. Leao here, as you can see, he's gone back to his loan club. We had a similar situation with him with Martinez, and he now sits on the bench today. He could come and get his debut here at Leicester. This team, new Luke team for this season, starts with Arab in goal. We've got a backline of Sergio, Hato, Diego, and Volpez. Figueres is stepping up into the halfback role. See how we can do there. Neves and Paulo in the midfield. We've got Morales on the left, Esteban on the right, and Milosevic up top. Kick off here in this game against Aston Villa, of course. I think we've played them like 3 times at the start of the season, which is just it's crazy, to be honest. We're always getting tough draws, whatever it is. But this season, I mean, we demonstrated last season what we can do. We've brought in some very, very elite level players. And, I mean, could we go on and win the Champions League, the Premier League? We need a much bigger focus on the league if we want to. But, I don't know, I'd like to win the domestic cups again, really, if we can. But the Champions League is probably the ultimate goal that we want to do, and also the league would be nice, but we need a much bigger focus on that if we wanted to do it. I'm going to bring this down because I was doing pre-season with this speed at that level, brought that back down now. We would need a much bigger focus, and it's so tough when you've got teams like Man City who are 2-1, who've matched our spending without selling as many players in order to make that money. We have to generate our own money, and that's not a bad thing, but it's kind of an advantage for them, really. What can you do when stuff is like that's happening? I think it's possible we could go on and win something. Neves on debut, what a screaming that is from him. The new signing has got a goal to make it 1-0 in this game. What a finish that is, and maybe that's exactly the reason why we can go on and win the Champions League in this season. And the Premier League, we need to have a big focus on it. Also do well in the cups, but with our draws in the domestic cups, I wouldn't give us anything, to be honest. It's remarkable how we can get something like that. I think we need to just settle in and see, because we've got new players. Some of them not had much pre-season, even some Neves not had pre-season at all. Some of these boys are tired because they played so much off the pre-season. Because players have been coming in and out of the club. We've had to do that. So we need to settle in, let the boys rest a bit, kind of refresh, ready to go. Let players get minutes and then see where we can go from there. Ready for the rest of this season. But picking up points in games like this now is also important. I mean, 60 minutes gone here. It's been a pretty quiet game, but we've done exactly what we need to. It's been a dominant display against a very, very good Aston Villa team. And it's exactly what we want. This is what we need at the start of the season. Just let everyone settle in. All these big players, big names, big reputations, and we build this team to become something of a Champions League winning team or Premier League team. I think winning the Champions League honestly might be easier than winning the Premier League. I'm not too sure, but it's possible, very, very possible. We just need to turn up. We've got some of these boys with so much experience now in the Champions League, and we need to go on and try and do it. And in the league as well, stay consistent, relentless, and go and see if we can win it. And also domestic cup in there as well would be nice. I mean, I'm not going to say anything too much more really, but that's just what I'm thinking at the moment with that. What else has happened in this summer? It's been crazy. AC Milan job and England job. As I said, I think there was one more thing, but I've completely forgot. We've had so much staff changes as well, which has been crazy. It's been an amazing summer off the back of what we did at the end of last season. Oh yeah, we won the Community Shield. We beat Man City again at Wembley. So our third trophy, not something to show you, but we did win it, which is always nice to win another trophy. Our third trophy here. I mean, I don't know if you count it as official, but we did win it. So I guess our third trophy against Manchester City again at Wembley. They cannot beat us at all. We've turned up on neutral venues in the last few games. It's been exactly what you want really from a team who's going to win titles, and that's what you want from them really. Very, very good to win another trophy for these fans. Moving into the Jamie Vardy Arena, the 55,000 seater, as you can see here. So it's just setting up to be a fairy tale season, in my opinion. Hopefully, it can go on and live up to that. We're going to make a few changes here. We'll bring on Gorner for his debut here, and I think we'll stick with that for now, because Quetta Martinez will give them time to see what we can do with them. But overall, very, very good display. Arab just made a really good save there. As you can see, he had to scramble on his goal line to save it, but luckily he was able to keep it out, and we could find ourselves to get another goal here. It's Diego jumping for that ball. It's Hato at the back post. Unfortunately, he misses out on that. Invest in Jarrell Hato stocks and putting this out into the universe now could be a real elite player. Already the captain of Ajax, I believe, at 18 years old. Some player, Milosevic. He's had a very quiet game, to be fair, but he's like 5th favourite for the Golden Boot. He came 2nd last year. He came 1st the season before that. 27 goals last year. What more could you ask for, really? It's crazy. 800 million spent. Milosevic has been the best out of all of them for £0. There's got to be a chant in there somewhere. Aston Villa coming on the attack. Not the goal you want to concede, really. Tough start. I mean, after everything I've said, and we might have just bottled the Premier League already with that. Very, very disappointing start to life in the Jamie Vardy Arena, but what can you do really? We need to go and sort ourselves up. Sort ourselves out. Very, very disappointing on the opening day. So once again, thank you for watching. If you did enjoy that video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll leave you with this little tune, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you. Bye bye.